All right, we welcome you to Speedway High School for tonight's varsity
Ladies and
matchup
gentlemen, welcome to
between
Johnson
the
Field and
Speedway
tonight's
Spark
game.
Plugs
The
and the
Speedway
Tri-West
Spark Plugs are
Bruins.
taking the field in special
We're getting
Army
set up
National
here for
Guard
tonight,
jerseys,
making accommodations. We
celebrating
want to
the
thank
strength,
the Speedway
teamwork, and
Spark
dedication
Plugs
that
for
defines
allowing us
both
to
our
be able to
players
stream tonight.
and the National
So we're
Guard.
working to get all
Please
of our
join
equipment
us in
set up
giving a
here tonight.
big
I'm
round of
joined
applause
by
for the
Dave
brave men and
Smith,
women
Connor Ross in the
of the
background,
Army
Landon
National
Hoffman
Guard.
running around. So we got a lot of good stuff going on here tonight. Dave, let's talk a little bit about this game. We've got Tri-West coming in at 2-1 on the season. Speedway coming in at 0-3. It's been a tough start to the year for the Spark Plugs. They said they're 0-3. They've been outscored 127 to 15 to start the season, coming off back-to-back shutouts. This looks like a game that the Bruins should be able to handle pretty easily.
Yeah, and it's going to be a fun one tonight. I feel like the Bruins need an opportunity to bounce back game, so to speak, and hopefully this provides that atmosphere tonight. We had a rough outing last week against Triton Central. First time seeing them in conference play this year, ever for that matter. So excited to see what the Bruins are going to bring here to introduce Speedway to the new conference as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about this on our Hoosier Legends podcast this week that, we see this as a bounce back game for the offense. They struggled against a really good Triton Central defense last week. They had a really solid ground game that controlled things throughout the course of that game. So I think it'll be really interesting to see our focus. Of course, we've got a big rivalry coming up on the horizon with Danville. So you just hope that we're not overlooking the spark plugs. Coach Schwartz's been around for a while. I don't think he's going to let that happen.
Yeah. Hopefully that we don't have that classic overlook game tonight, right? To your point, we got that big game against Danville coming up here about a week or so. I know all the kids are going to be locked in on that. So it was up to the coaches this week to make sure that they didn't overlook the spark plugs.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got captains making their way onto the center of the field right now for the ceremonial coin toss. We'll be noted who will start with the ball here in just a few minutes. Speedway in the all, what would you call that? Are those black or is that the dark brown?
I think they're in black today.
Black, okay. Yeah, the black with the yellow numbers, yellow names across the back. And Tri-West in the all whites with the gold helmets.
Yeah, it looks like the Bruins are going to be in their all whites with the gold trim. That's a matte Vegas gold helmet on top there with the Vegas gold numbers. I know all the parents love to see because it's actually pretty hard to see the numbers.
All right, so our officiating staff is signaling that Tri-West will receive the opening pin. Captain shake hands with this game. Just a gorgeous night for high school football. Highs in the mid 80s here in King. You guys will take it for the September game.
Charlie West will receive the opening kickoff. Spark Plugs will defend the north goal. Speedway's
Dave,
varsity
while we have a
cheerleader
minute too, we'd be remiss
Ava
if we
Bigelow,
didn't point
PJ
out the
Jackson,
upgrades here that we
Elias
see.
Collins,
Holy
I mean,
smokes.
Maddie
this is just
Gunnerdale, Kate
beautiful.
Holcomb,
Press
and
box is
Rebecca Roberts.
gorgeous.
Coached by
The locker
Amber
room
Holman and assisted by
area
Gail
here.
Armstrong. Officials for the ball game
Yeah,
tonight,
Speedway
Mr.
definitely
Edward
spared no expense in this
Iceberg
upgrade,
Park,
right?
second
Obviously, a new partnership with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is very apparent.
Noel.
The wing and wheel logo is now incorporated throughout the Speedway logo, all through this beautiful new facility. I mean, I want to say, my dad went here back in the mid 60s, and the original stands that were replaced were built 2 years before he got here. So it was due to an upgrade. It was time for one. The folks at Speedway have deserved it for a long time, and hopefully they're going to enjoy this for many years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Bruins punt return or kickoff return team is taking the field. We're just waiting for Speedway to come on out, and we'll get this game started here.
Yeah, it looks like Jack Scarver is going to be sidelined today
Kicking
from
off
his
for the
injury
Spark
last week
Plugs,
to his
number
hamstring.
24, Joey Allen.
So back deep for the Bruins, you normally have Garver and Fleece, but today we're going to see Wanson
Backing for
Hall,
the
the
Bruins,
junior,
number 3,
and he's going to be
Braxton
back there
Fleece.
with the other
Number
junior, Braxton
24,
Fleece.
Wanson Hall.
Nice crowd settling in here tonight. Looks like the Bruins brought a lot of people to navigate the traffic and construction on 74 and 136.
I'll tell you what, you can't avoid it anywhere, can you? Oh, they go with the onside kick. He touched it. I could be wrong. Looked like he touched it before 10, but
Well, one official signaled Tri-West ball, but it sure looks like.
let's see what they
Okay,
do
good call.
here.
Yeah, I
It
think
touched
you're
it
right.
before 10, right?
Yeah, it sure looks like
I
it.
think it hit him up in the pad and the thigh area, and that. Otherwise, it's a great idea for Speedway coming out, right? Why not try something early and see if you can turn the tide?
10 yards.
Yeah, absolutely.
First and 10 for the Bruins on the 49-yard line.
Looks like the Bruins are going to set up in the shotgun formation unless Sorgi comes up under center, of course. He's the junior quarterback committed to Louisville. Behind him, you'll see Braxton Fleece in the backfield. It looks like Sorgi is going to go under center to start us out tonight. Sorgi gives back to pass. Oh, strike to Eli Morgan. Bear with us on the camera tonight, folks. We're trying to do a little bit of everything up here with a skeleton crew as our first away match. So as we're broadcasting today, the camera may be a little slow from time to time, but we'll see what we can do to stay on top of it.
Nice job there on that opening play by Sergi. Finds Eli
First and 10 for the Bruins
Nice big game.
on the 27-yard line.
Sorgi in the shotgun. Quick rush by the Plugs. It's like 12 Alexander will get out for about a 4-yard gain.
Pass complete to number 12, Put Alexander. Tackle made by number 52, Dawson Hunt.
Yeah, you'd like to see Sorgi get into the rhythm.
Yeah, you hope it's one of those games. They didn't throw a whole lot last week against Triton Central, so let's get that big arm 19 unwound early tonight.
Yeah, and it looks like Speedway's loading the box up.
Got a pitch to Fleece. He's going to cut it back for not much, maybe one. We'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Brought down by number 13, LeBron Willis.
Yeah, good pursuit to the ball there by the Plugs.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the mix-up between run and pass and what the Bruins go with tonight. They typically are a pass-heavy team this year. Last week we know they went run-heavy. Sorgi in the shotgun. He's got coming. Oh, a rare miss for Carter there. He's usually one of our sure-handed receivers. I think, Coach, it was one of those where he was a little too open.
Yeah, and it's also one of those scenarios where, maybe you were looking upfield a little too quick.
That's right.
Took the eyes off the ball for just a second.
You're not going to see another one of those out of Carter. He's sure-handed as they come. Plugs here early on a 4th down defensive stand. Looks like the Bruins are going to go for it. Same play. Oh, great tackle. Great 1v1 tackle.
Yeah.
It's going to keep Carter short of the first down by about a yard.
Brought down by number 17, Mason Coleman.
Yeah, Dave, I'm not a big proponent of 4th down calls where you don't get the ball to the sticks. Yeah. I know you probably have a lot of confidence in your athletes that they're going to make a play, and Carter did a great job to make it as close as it was, but when you throw the ball 5 or 6 yards to gain after the catch to get the first down on 4th down, you're asking a lot to happen. I mean, even against a team like Speedway that's got some athleticism. But, we move the ball there. Hopefully we can keep it field position flipped here. See what the defense can bring tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be our first look at Stewart, quarterback for the Plugs tonight. Looks like he's going to fake a handoff and roll out. Oh, he might have had a target there at number 11, Vincent Simpson. It does fall incomplete. Looks like Cole Craig was on the coverage.
Yeah, he definitely had a step on the defender there. Just a little off target. Throwing the ball on the run, accuracy kind of drops a little bit. You don't get to get your feet set. And I'm sure first play from scrimmage too, that adrenaline's probably pumping a little bit.
Second and 10.
I'll tell you what, the Plugs went with the wholesale changes after one play on big substitutions there.
Yeah. Oh, great job by the defense.
Looks like he had Gabe Miller in there, maybe Abe Haste, among others.
Yeah, it looks like Bierman shot through there from his Mike position.
Oh, I love to see it.
Dropped down by Gabe Miller.
In terms of tackles for the Bruins, you got Abe Haste leading the way this year at 11.7 tackles per game, followed closely by Jet Lawson, number 11 on the end.
Nice play there again by the defense.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to bring up a 4th and long for the Sparks Plug. We're going to set up in a punt formation here.
4th down, Spark Plug.
Looks like punting for the Spark Plugs is going to be senior number 24, Joey Hevlin. Back to receive on the return for the Bruins is Braxton Fleece.
End over end kick.
Yeah, he's going to do fair catch, and he muffs it. Looks like number 53 is going to recover it for the Spark Plugs, Eli Haste. He's a 5'10 sophomore and 175 pounds. So the Bruins are going to have to come back out and do it again on defense, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to put that behind you. Move forward. Those are certainly not the mistakes you can have against a team like Speedway. You let them hang around.
Yeah, 2 really rare occurrences to start the game for the Bruins. You got the drop by Cummings and now the muff punt.
Little razzle-dazzle.
Brought out of bounds. Looks like on defense there's going to be number 22, Seth Moore. He's the junior cornerback for the Bruins. You may hear the Speedway Spark Plugs band tonight. They sound great. We're fortunate enough to be right there behind us, Coach.
Yeah.
Second and short for the Spark Plug.
One of those Spark Club band members, actually one of my great cousins.
Oh, there you go. A little known fact.
Yeah. Carson Austin down there.
Logan Moore's pass is incomplete.
Good pressure there by the Bruins. Nothing on that side. And the Plugs just have to throw it away.
Yeah, defense continues to hold pretty strong. I got a 3rd and short here for the Spark Plugs. Let's see if the Bruins are playing pass or run.
3rd and 2 for the Spark Plugs on the 46-yard line.
It's going to be a handoff. I think he's going to pick it up, Coach.
Mamadou Diallo.
There you go.
Yeah, nice job there by Diallo to get outside.
Give the first down of the night to the Spark Plugs. I'll be honest, it's probably the exact opposite kind of a start Tri-West was hoping for this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about this a little bit in the soccer game that we called last night as the Bruins took on Beech Grove, who had only scored 3 goals all season, and just came out, and the Bruins couldn't really assert themselves.
That's just going to be a little draw up the middle there from Diallo. He's their leading rusher on this season.
You know, I wonder if he's a transfer from Brownsburg. There was a Diallo at Brownsburg. He's a senior, but he's a nice little running back.
I like what I've seen so far. He runs hard out of the backfield, and he picks a lane and goes for it. My stats guy just handed me a sheet that said the Sparks Plugs have yet to score at the new stadium, so they'd like to see if they could punch one in here.
Yeah.
Tackle made by number 44.
After that carry, it's going to bring a 3rd and short for the Spark Plugs.
Gain of 3 on the flag.
They got some tempo here to their
Third and long for
offense.
the Spark Plugs.
Yeah, I like seeing it. A little bit of a no huddle. We're going to go back to Diablo, and he's going to pick it up. That's 2 first downs in a row for the Spark Plugs. Moving it right down the field. Let's see if the Bruin defense can start to lock down as they get close to the red zone here.
First and 10 for the Spark Plugs on the 28-yard line.
Looks like they're going to fake the handoff. We're going to roll out. Oh, that was a close one. Cole Craig on the coverage. That pass was intended for number 8. I don't see number 8 on the roster here. Number 4. Gotcha. That's Logan Moore. He's the junior. He's a 6'4" junior. That's an impressive frame.
It was a nice job there by Cole to undercut that route. Kind of got in the way of the receiver, blinded his vision.
29-yard line.
Looks like they're trying to set a screen up.
Yeah, Moore's just going to throw a little dump off there to number 10. That's going to be Keller Sox, the sophomore. He'll go both ways, wide receiver on offense and defensive back on defense.
Brought down by number 55, Nick Parsons.
Well, look, I mean, the reality is these kids see social media. They hear what people in the community are saying. They want to come out, close to rival, somebody that they have a little bit of familiarity with, and make a statement. And so far, you got to give them kudos. They've done it.
Yeah, I've enjoyed watching them so far this evening. Moore back to pass. He dumps off again. Just a little dumper there to number 17, Mason Bowman.
Moore's pass complete to number 17, Mason Bowman. Brought down by
He's going to be a 6 foot tall sophomore. He'll play wide receiver on offense, and he'll play a little safety on defense as well.
2nd and 5 for the Spark Plugs on the 10-yard line.
Looks like Moore's going to be out of the shotgun. It's going to be Diallo again. And you got Behrman back there. Nope. Yep, that's Behrman. He's going to break that up for the Bruins.
Yeah, better job there, the Bruins defense, of shooting through the gaps. A couple guys came unblocked. Were able to shut that down before he got started.
Yeah, that could have been the first blitz of the night for the Bruins. They might have liked what they've seen there and go back to it.
37.
It's going to be Moore out of the gun again. He's got Nathan Chapman. Oh, Moore finds his target. That's going to be 17 Bowman again. He's going to be right there on the 1.
That's going to come back.
There is a little laundry on the field there, isn't there?
There is a penalty marker on the field.
Yeah, that's going to be on the Spark Plugs.
Tell you what, that was a nice job there to find the gap in the zone there. They're doing a nice job of finding that. Receivers just kind of sitting down in the holes in the zone.
Yeah, that's a good point, Coach. Looks like they're trying to attack that, 5 to 7 yards from the line of scrimmage. Maybe find a little bit of space there and see what they can do with it thereafter.
Holding penalty assessed against the Spark Plugs.
So you get a little bit of a reprieve here. You just got to stay focused and execute.
Looks like he's got Forbes in the backfield with him. That's quarterback Moore and Forbes now. He's going to draw back to pass again. Holy cow. Great pass. I like what I've seen so far. From Moore, he's been consistent. He's hit his target most of the evening.
Yeah, he's fired up down there.
That is going to bring up a 4th and short. Call it 1.5. And the Spark Plugs are going to go for it. Good for them. Haven't scored a touchdown yet here at the new stadium. Why not?
For the Spark Plugs on the 6-yard line.
Oh, got a whistle on the field. Looks like the
Timeout.
spark plugs are going to take a timeout. This is an opportunity they don't want to miss, Coach.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're all on the same page here. You don't want anyone jumping early, missing an assignment. You got to execute to pick up what looks like a little over 1 yard.
Yeah, we'll see if the Bruins stack the box a little bit, see if they can get Behrman into the backfield, maybe haste, or some pressure from the outside.
Yeah, this is one where if you're the defensive line, you're trying to whip your man off the line, get some pushback maybe. Just kind of based on what we've seen so far from the run game, they do have a nice inside-outside run zone.
Yeah, I'll be honest, they've been a little bit more pass than I expected this evening. But when they have run, they were effective in that as well. Spark plugs will break the huddle first. If you've had much chance to watch the Bruins this year, they are a very late huddle break, particularly on offense, Coach.
Yes, yeah, they like to use all that time.
After the Speedway timeout, 4th and 1 for the Spark Plugs on the 6-yard line.
It's going to be more out of the shotgun. It's going to be a jet sweep here. Number 8, tackled short of the line to gain. Looks like Fleece is going to come up with the tackle. Was a first down. I apologize. Looks like they will pick up the line to gain, and it'll be first and goal for the Spark Plugs.
Yeah, nice little play design there. I saw an analyst over the weekend in the NFL game say he hates shotgun out of 4th and short, but they did a nice job of shoveling that forward and getting upfield quick.
Yeah, it seems like at the high school and a lot of times at the college level now, they're in the gun a lot. He's going to boot it out, run it in.
Ball came out, but I think he crossed.
Yeah, give the touchdown to the Sparks Plugs. That'll be their first one of the year.
Logan Moore, touchdown, Spark Plugs.
The touchdown was a run by the quarterback there, Moore, who's been really impressive to start the night. I'll tell you what, he's a 6'4" junior. He knows what he's doing. He's got a frame for it, and he's not scared at all tonight, Coach.
Yeah. There was movement there.
Yeah, there's going to be a flag on there.
Looks like sophomore Nathan Chapman moved a little bit on that end.
Well, Spark Plugs don't do themselves any favor on their first PAT at the new stadium. Good crowd for Speedway tonight. Good student section. It's filled in nicely here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful night. Come out and support the team.
PAT is going to be good for a 7-0 lead early from the Spark Plugs. Coach will come back after a quick timeout here. We'll visit one of our sponsors and please perform. We're back from the Spark Plugs new stadium. Coach, I'll be honest, I don't know the name of the new stadium here tonight.
I heard him mention it when we were in the booth. It's a person's name, and I can't remember what it is. It is not on their board.
Well, I know that they had longtime coach Ronch Johnson, 241 wins over the course of 1940 to 1972. So he would have coached my old man, Greg Smith, back in the 60s. And it is, in fact, Ralph E. Johnson Stadium.
There we go. Our cracked staff on it.
Yeah, Connor Ross on the save there. Again, you got back for the Bruins, Wanson Hall and Braxton Fleece. It's going to be Fleece from about the 4. Nice juke move early. He'll get up to about the 27.
Complete with the return. Tackle made by number 9, Neymar R.
I see a few more handsome gentlemen on the far side of the field working the sticks for the spark plugs. I got a cousin, Marty Gregory, on the sticks, and his
Wow.
soon-to-be son-in-law, Javen.
There you go. Connections all over the place.
I'll tell you what, it's a small world.
First and 10 for the Bruins.
Looks like Bruins are
27-yard
going to
line.
go with Hall in the backfield with Sorgi out of the shotgun.
Yeah, a
We got
lot
a
of
flag on the
contact.
play.
Sorgi's pass is incomplete. Penalty marker on the field.
That came from the back judge. Probably looking at a PI.
Yeah, Sorgi had a target on Carter Cummins, and there was a lot of contact about 10 yards downfield. And I think the referee realized it was probably a little too much to affect the route, so he threw the flag.
I'll tell you what, that'd be the Bruins' first offensive first down of the night.
Take him where you can get him.
That's right.
Pass interference against the spark plugs. First and 10 for the Bruins on the 42-yard line.
Sorgi back in the shotgun. He's a little high on that shot to Eli Morgan.
Sorgi's pass to number 10, Gage Bundy.
We'll bring up second down for the Bruins.
You know, Dave, our passing game just doesn't look real crisp right now. You go back to what you saw in the Triton Central game, and even that route right there looked like he had a couple guys muddled up by each other, created a lot of traffic. I don't know if that was a misrun route or what it was, but just not real crisp right now. And you'd love to see us kind of get in a rhythm.
What we saw early in the season from the Bruins. Let's see if we can settle in here now, find a few targets. Sorgi in the shotgun. He's going to release to Carter Cummins. He's open this time. That's what you were looking for, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorgi's pass is complete to number 1, Carter Cummings.
You know, that's been his number one target for the Bruins this year. Carter's averaging just over 100 yards per game.
Gain of 26 on the play.
He does lead the Bruins in that category. I'm sure our friend Jack Scarver would like to have another half of football to see if he could catch up with Carter there. He's a little behind in that injury. Looks like the Speedway band's just going to play right through the offensive possession there. That Sorgi's attempt, Cummings, fell incomplete. Pretty good defense on the play.
Keller Sox.
Yeah, that was Keller Sox, a sophomore, 5'10", 150, with the nice tight coverage there, gets the PBU.
Yeah, so far this year, the Sparklugs have 3 losses. Those came to Heritage Christian, Northview, and Lawrenceburg. 2 of those were pretty good squads in Lawrenceburg and Heritage Christian.
A lot of movement up front there. I did not see movement on the offensive line.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be defensive offsides. Possibly on number 77, Tim Poe. He's a 5'7" sophomore. I take that back. 6'2" senior, weighing 315 pounds, Coach.
Yeah, he's a big boy. We just watched him jog off the field. You know, that's the stuff that'll drive you nuts as a coach.
Nice carry from Hall there. He's going to be just short of the line to gain. Bring up 3rd and 1 for the Bruins.
Hall on the carry. Brought down by Eli Hayes to the spark plug. Gain of 4 on the play. 32 for the Bruins on the 27-yard line.
Critical down here for the Bruins. I do think they're in fourth down territory. Yeah, Speedway knows how important it is as well. They want to get set on defense, so they're going to take a
Timeout.
quick time out there.
Speedway.
Yeah, as I was saying, we're in that no man's land, so to speak. You're a little far for our field goal kicker, and you're not going to be able to put one on the one from a punt.
Right. And
Any
speaking of
Speedway
kicking,
Lions Club
there's
members,
been a little
please
bit of a
report to the
shakeup on
south
the
entrance.
kicking side. I think
Again, any
Coach Ward
Speedway
was going to
Lions
bring
Club
in
members, if you can
senior
please
Mason
report to the south
Mendenhall
end zone, we
this
certainly appreciate it.
past
Thank you.
week. I don't know what the kicking duties are going to shake out between him and Jax Clayton, but I know that he was brought in for at least kickoffs. I don't know if he's going to be doing field goals and PATs as well. So it'll be interesting to see if he wants to give Mason or Clayton either one to try to put a field goal through tonight.
Hopefully, we'll find out here on the touchdown with the PAT coach.
After the Sparkplug timeout, 3rd and 1 for the Bruins
Yeah, and
on the
as Connor just
27-yard
pointed
line.
out, it does look like Jax Clayton is down warming up into the net.
You're going to see Sorgi under center. That's going to be a great push by the O-line to get Wanson Hall the first down there, Coach.
Yeah, nice
Watson
job
Hall
there
on
of
the carry.
executing. Wanson got north and south real quick.
Brought down by number 8, Mazid Eshola.
Leading the way for the offensive line there was number 75, Ike Hoball. He's our big boy. He's a 6'1" sophomore. He weighs about 280 pounds. Dad Dave Hoball serves as school superintendent, district
Bruins
superintendent,
on the 16-yard line.
former coach on the Bruins staff as well. Sorgi's going to look for Cummings again.
Lots of green.
Yeah, I think he's going to get in here, Coach. Touchdown Bruins.
Pass complete to number 1, Carter Cummings.
That's that same play. They've gone back to that again now, Coach. That's 3 times.
Yeah, good job getting it out there quick and letting a playmaker make a play, and he basically went in untouched.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Carter's 5th touchdown of the season and Jack's 9th.
Yeah, we spotlighted Carter on our Player of the Week last week before the Triton Central game. He had a monster game up at Brebeuf.
Well, here's the answer to all of our kicking questions, Coach. Looks like Jackson's going to be back out there. That's another great snap from the long snapper, Brady Voles. Consistent as they come. We're going to head to break here with the injury on the field of the spark plugs. Hope he's okay, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the broadcast on the Tri-West Sports Network, presented by Fleece Performance. Big thanks to those guys stepping up this year. We started this last year towards the back half of the school year and kind of just scraped together what we could. Those guys stepped up this summer and said, you know
Number
what?
37,
We want to be a
Mason
part of
Mendenhall.
this. They're big
Mendenhall
community
with the
guys.
ball for the Bruins.
Braden and Chase and
Back
Jeff
to
over there at the
Speedway.
shop. They do such a great job supporting the school, the
Number 8,
system.
Aziz
Yeah,
Short.
fantastic work by those guys to step up and help us out.
It
And it
does look
does
like we're going
indeed.
to. You go
Yeah.
ahead,
Oh,
Coach.
I was just going to say, it does indeed look like we're going to see Mason kick off here. My son is also a kicker on the team, mostly on
Oh, yeah.
JV side, but he said he saw Mason. He's got a leg. Look at this.
Yeah, that's a senior soccer player for sure. That's number 8 on the return again. He's an athlete, Coach. He's got some speed bringing it there out of the backfield, and I still don't see him on the roster.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a number shift or.
Wayne Quinlan with the stop for the
But he's
Bruins.
definitely wearing 8. My old eyes can see that.
For the Spark Club.
I thought I saw it earlier, then I second guessed myself. I still do pretty good at the distance. I started looking at this call sheet, though, and I'm doing the old man long arms. It's going to be more out of the shotgun again. That's where he's been all evening on offense.
Nice job. Wrap up.
Yeah, nothing going there for Diallo. He went wide, and he ran into a host of Bruins.
Yeah, Jet Lawson there off the edge, slowed him down.
Yeah, I saw Lawson in there. You had Jaden Rose, big number 94, went to high school with his old man. He's a little bit older than us.
Yeah.
But he was a Brownsburg Bulldog.
Second down and
fellow Hendricks County rival.
On the 29-yard line.
Moore's got Diallo in the backfield with him again. They are going to pass. Lawson on pursuit. Wide open target. Lucas DeVault dropped that opportunity. He is a senior. He'd like to have that one back, Coach.
That was exactly what we saw with Carter on that one drop. He was just so wide open, took a peek up, and then just dropped it.
Yeah, you can get too open, as odd as that sounds. You start thinking upfield before you've made the catch. Everything stops working when you think you got it and you're gone before you have it.
Yeah.
Bruins are going to be a 3 down lineman here with Lawson on a rush from behind the nose tackle. They tried that little dump play again. Moore was looking for number 18, Nathan Chapman, who they've seen success with earlier.
Yeah, I like that concept design from the Bruins to have Jet in a stand-up position behind the nose. Jet's long and lanky, and he's pretty quick for his size, but he's a little undersized on the line, so maybe not being in a down position gives him the get-off that he needs to be shifty and get around the offensive line.
Yeah, I like seeing Lawson back there. I used to coach him in the younger days back in the basketball, and he was always my best defender. Felice is going to let that one drop. Spark Clubs are going to down it at about the 42.
Yeah, nice job there to just let that one die. Didn't have much spin on it. You get your fire, your Peter call, or whatever you got. Keep everybody away.
27-yard punt for Joey Havlin.
Got about a minute left in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, the score may seem a little surprising to see the Bruins and Sparkbloods knotted up at 7.
Well, and this is where if you're a Tri-West fan, you really want to see these guys just come out and put their foot down on the gas. You leveled it up. You got a turnover or with the punt. And then so now you've got the ball on offense, and you just keep clicking. Hopefully you build off what you were able to do, and you just keep this thing rolling.
Looks like the Bruins are going to flip Hall and Fleece all night in the tailback position. We got Fleece back out there with Sorgi in the backfield. Sorgi's going to drop back. He's going deep.
couldn't quite pull it in.
Jack Sorge's pass.
Yeah,
It's
Cummings was
incomplete
right
to number
there.
1, Carter
I
Cummings.
think he had it secured. The ground dislodged it as he was coming down,
Made
Coach.
by Har in coverage for the Sparkplugs.
Yeah, it was definitely good coverage there by Neymar. He was
Yeah, I mean,
just
he was
able to
right
get the
there
ball
on
head
him.
up.
That was a
Second and
pretty
10 for
standard
the
Carter
Bruins.
Cummings. He
42
spots that
yard
ball
line.
at his highest point of his jump. Usually very successful at it. It's going to be an official's timeout. Looks like there is an injured player for the Sparkplugs. We'll be right back after we run a quick commercial. We are back live here from Speedway, Indiana, as the Sparkplugs host our Tri-West Bruins on a beautiful Friday night here in early September. Can't ask for much better weather, Coach.
42 yard line.
Not at all.
Looks like Felice is going to be back in the field with Sorgi.
Oh, nice.
Quentin Alexander was just wide open on that play, Coach. I don't know if that was a blown coverage or what.
Quentin Alexander.
Yeah, that was a nice alert by Sorgi to find him.
Miles
Nobody
Sexton.
around. Just ran straight up the sideline.
Yeah, the cornerback who was on top of Alexander's socks, he let him run right by him, and honestly, it looked like by design. It looked like he might have been picked up by the safety.
First and 10 for the
Got
Bruins.
caught in no man's land, and Sorgi saw it.
Yeah, good call.
Sorgi back under center. Little fake toss draw play up the middle with Felice.
Fleece on the carry.
Nicely designed play, going to be about an 8-yard gain.
Lucas
A little jaws action from the band there, Coach.
That'll wake you up.
It sure will. I like it. That was a fun one.
7 on the play. Second and 3 for the
You
Bruins.
got the color guard members down there circling their
Yeah.
prey.
Just don't fire up the baby shark.
Oh boy. Sorgi's out the shotgun in. He's going to look at the corner for Cummings.
What a catch.
You've got one
They are
official ruling touchdown.
signaling touchdown, yeah. Wow, nice catch. Nice
Great,
throw.
great pitch and catch there, Coach.
That one ought to make some highlight films.
Yeah, Sorgi had about one place he could put that ball. He puts it there, and Carter had to make a heck of a catch to come up with it.
For the Bruins, number 49, Jackson Clayton.
That's going to be 2 apiece for them on the evening.
Seth Moore, number 22, is holding.
And that's one as a Speedway coach, you just shake your head and you go, we had a guy there. That was just better execution on the offensive side.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Coach, that's a Division I quarterback making that throw right there.
Absolutely.
Bruins.
And you're also looking at a wide receiver who has a chance, a real chance to play at the next level as well.
Yeah, I saw Carter posted on his X account that he's going to be up at Ball State this weekend.
I love to hear it. Chirp, chirp. Yeah, I'm getting a commercial call from my producer, Connor Ross. We'll step away and hear a quick note from our favorite sponsor, Felice Performance. Back live from
For the
Speedway,
Bruins,
Indiana.
37, Mason
Quick
Method
score
Hall.
update. Bruins score on their
Back to
second
the
try
Spark
there.
Plug.
Got
Number 2,
14 to
Lucas
7
DeVault.
lead over the
And number
Speedway
8,
Sparks Bugs.
MIT, is Shola.
Looks like the soccer senior Mason Mendenhall is going to be back out to kick for the Bruins.
Yeah, he placed his first kick all the way down to about the 3-yard line in the air.
That's another beauty. He's going to put it right there about the 6 in the corner.
Nice
Great
job.
pursuit from the Bruins. Great special teams work.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who that was that got their mitts on him to
Lucas
slow him
DeVault with the
down.
return.
Yeah, I'm
Number
trying to get
10,
my
Cody
eyeballs working with
Mosley
you,
on the
Coach.
tackle.
I want to say it's number 12, Quentin Alexander, but I'm not
I think you're
100%
right.
sure.
Yeah, good call.
He's a gunner. He's a speed man. So it wouldn't surprise me that
First
Hugh
and
made it
10
down there
for
in
the
that
Spark
kind of
Plugs
speed.
on the 20-yard line.
Moore's going to be back to
Oh,
pass. And I'll tell you what, he's got a wide open target there, Coach. That's going to be number 14, Amari Forbes. That's going to be good for
Logan Moore's pass.
touchdown
Complete.
Spark Plugs.
Amari Forbes. Touchdown, Spark Plugs.
yeah, and I did not see exactly what happened there. I saw him get behind the linebacker. I don't know if he didn't
30
drop
yards.
deep enough
4
or he just ran right past him.
to 4.
But there was nothing in the middle of the field when he caught that.
Offense PhD
Nah, there was
for the
nobody
Spark
deep.
Plugs.
There was nobody in the
Number
middle.
24,
I don't know if
Joey
we were
Hamlin.
pressing the line.
Holding is number 2, Lucas DeVault. And the long snapper, number 53, Gage Tyson.
Point after attempt for the Spark Plugs. They're going to do it again.
Joey Hamlin, PhD.
Joey Havlin with the extra
Ball
point.
41.
That'll knot
In
us
the
up at
second quarter, Spark
14
Plugs
with 11 minutes to go in the first half. We'll be right back after a quick commercial. We're back in Speedway as the Spark Plugs take on our Tri-West Bruins.
And
Score's
Dave,
tied
while
up
we
at
have,
14 to
sorry, go ahead.
14. After you, Coach.
I was just going to say, while we've got a second here, get you guys a score update in the Hoosier Legends Conference. Every team is playing each other this week.
Oh, that's
Big
great.
matchup down on the south side, actually down in Trafalgar, as 3A number 10 Indian Creek is hosting 4A number 12 Beech Grove. Indian Creek currently up 21 to nothing
For the Bruins.
You're
with
kidding.
7 minutes to go in the second quarter. That's a little bit of a shock. The Beech Grove Hornets have had a high-powered offense so far this season, and for them to be shut out right now is quite an impressive feat by Indian Creek.
I agree. That's going to be two surprising scores in the Hoosier Legends Conference to start the evening. You got Fleece on the return here. Nice return. He's going to get up to about the 32.
Jackson Fleece with the return. Tackle made by number 9.
There is another spark plug down in the play, unfortunately. It's going to be an official's timeout. We'll step away one more time and be back after this quick break.
They're leaders on defense.
Yeah, as we come back from break there, Coach is just mentioning the loss there, the assumed loss to the injury of number 18, Nathan Chapman, who's done good work this evening.
Yeah, you hate to see injuries take someone out of a game.
Yeah, he's the 5'9" sophomore. They've liked him on that little dump pass. He's picked up some good yards after catch. Sorgie's back under center. And he's got Wonton Hall with a little pitch there and catch bat. Yeah, we'll give him a couple yards on the play.
Hall on the carry.
Our other score update from the other Hoosier Legends Conference matchup after the first quarter, Triton Central 7, Monrovia 0.
3 on the play.
Triton Central's having a great start to the year. 3-0, obviously beat the Bruins last week in a close one. Sounds like they're doing some work with Monrovia. Coach, where's that game at?
That is out at Triton Central.
Okay, home game for the Tigers. Sorgi back to pass. Doesn't like what he sees. He's going to run it. Pretty good run for Sorgi there. He's going to pick up about 20 yards on that.
Jack Sorgi on the carry.
I'd still like to see Jack slide on that, Coach. I don't want to see him going shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I agree. He took a big hit last week. I think got the wind knocked out of him. You just don't want to see anything risked. I'll tell you one thing I've noticed a little bit from up here. It'll be interesting to see if he makes this adjustment. The middle of the field is wide open. The Plugs are playing a 4-4 with one safety high, and it looks like their linebackers are spreading out. The middle of the field is wide open.
Yeah, looks like they are going to jump off sides on that one. Hard count from the Bruins.
And again, like we said earlier, that's just one of those things. When you're 0-3 and you're struggling, you're trying to get a win, that stuff will drive your coaching staff crazy to give a team 5 free yards.
Absolutely. Especially being in such a competitive game. Maybe they haven't seen that this year. So some of those nerves might creep into the linemen there. Sorgi out of the shotgun. He likes what he sees downfield. Overshot the target on that one.
Sorgi's pass falls incomplete to Eli Morgan.
The announcer called Eli Morgan. I think that's inaccurate. You got Eli over here on the near side. I actually think that was number 10, Gage Bundy. I think Bundy got in on that play.
That's an interesting point to see who's going to step up in the absence of Jax Garver. You know, we haven't heard Eli's name a lot this year.
Now, I'd like to see Eli see a few more targets. He's a big, strong senior. He's out here to play and compete. A lot of pressure on Sorgi in the backfield. He's going to scramble again for a first down.
Jack Sorgi on the carry.
Good pocket awareness by Sorgi there. Didn't like what he saw. Got outside, got the first down.
Yeah, it looked like the Plugs dropped 7 in coverage, rushed 4. And when the pocket collapsed, they dropped in coverage, and nothing was there. No contain, no spy.
Yeah, Sorgi's obviously not a run-force quarterback, so they not have a spy on him tonight. But I think he's proven that you give him a couple of yards and he gets some top-end speed, and he can make some moves. He's going to look to the end zone. He had him. Came up just short there. That was a target to number 12, Quentin Alexander. Good route, good toss. Just couldn't come up with it.
Ball's incomplete to number 12, Quentin Alexander. 2nd and 10 for the Bruins on the 30-yard line.
Tri-West Ball Boys this evening is doing a great job, as they have for the past 3 years. We got Hank Knapp, Jace Sorgi, and my very own Ian Smith. Largely considered to be the best ball boy team in the state, Coach.
Oh, without a doubt.
Looks like the Sparkplugs didn't like something they saw on defense. They are going to grab a timeout with 9 minutes remaining in the half. We'll go to a commercial break.
After the Speedway timeout.
We are back live from Ralph B. Johnson Stadium here in Speedway, Indiana, overlooking the beautiful Dakota Tanner in downtown Indianapolis, Coach.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely nights.
Sorge's got the shotgun
Wide
again.
open.
He got his target this time. That's going to be a touchdown for Alexander.
Sorge pass.
Great play call. Great route. Sorge hit him in stride. That's what the Bruins are looking for this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Good execution there. Secured the catch. Walked right into the end zone.
49.
Special teams guys will probably try and make it another Bruin PAT. You got Bowles on the snap. It's going to be held by number 22, Seth Moore. It looks like the freshman, Jax Clayton, is going to kick the PAT. It's up, it's down, and it's good.
Nice clean operation there.
Quick work after the timeout. Bruins saw something they liked from the coaching staff. Coaching staff put it in after the timeout by Speedway. Works to perfection, Coach.
Yeah, the offense, minus a couple of little miscues here and there, has really moved the ball at will. What we need to do is carry some of that momentum over to the defensive side. Really come out and maybe establish a turnover, a 3 and out, get the offense back out on the field, and just try to rack up a little bit of a lead here.
Yeah, you still got 9 minutes left in the half. There's plenty of time for some scoring from both sides. We are going to need that defense to hopefully get a quick 3 and out. Let's let Sorgi go back to work. Back after a quick discussion with our statistician, top of the box, Mike Walton, bringing some valuable insight to the broadcast.
Shout out to my Hoosier Legends weekly podcast co-host, Mr. Walden.
Walden has already sent one son through the program, an incredible career for the Bruins, Malachi Walden. I believe he's now at IWU. Is that Coach?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. He's up there. Coach Walden went up and watched the game, said good football being played up there.
Good for them. I'll tell you what, I think he tried to put that around the 20, Coach. He didn't give it the full leg.
Nice stick.
Monster hit there. I can't get a number on it. Might be 34 Jack Fleece.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that was my guy, Jack Fleece. I'll tell you what, his speed has really improved in the offseason. You saw him get down there. He's a gunner down the side. Came in, made a clean stick.
13-yard return for the Sparkplugs. 1st and 10, Speedway on the 30-yard line.
All right, so as we talked about, we want to see these guys come out and assert their dominance here. Shut this offense down, get our offense back on the field.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little more pressure in the backfield. Put some pressure on Moore. Not let him get set to make those throws.
Nice.
There you go. That's a little pitch play. Technically, that's a pass because the runner does come in front of the quarterback.
That's right. Jet whipped his man.
With the tackle for the Bruins.
That's just a one-on-one matchup, and you got to win those. So good job by Jet.
Lawson, a three-sport athlete for the Bruins.
Second and 15.
In the winter, you'll find him on the basketball court.
25-yard line.
And in the fall, or I'm sorry, in the spring, as you know, he's with the men's volleyball team.
That's right. A lot of athleticism.
Moore back in the shotgun. He's got Diallo next to him. He is going to drop back and pass.
Looks like they're signal. Oh, okay. I thought the far official was going to signal a turnover. He was looking like he was getting ready to mark it, but the near side official marked incomplete.
Yeah, I'm with you, Coach. I thought maybe interception on that one. As the quarterback Moore and the official running to each other there on the sideline, the official loses his hat.
Unnecessary roughness, man.
Absolutely. Where's the flag?
25
I did like seeing the sportsmanship. You could tell he obviously didn't mean to run into him. Good
Absolutely.
kid.
Yeah.
Moore back in the shotgun. He's got trips left.
Pick. Oh,
Nearly picked off there by number 22, Seth Moore, Jr. He wants that one back. But good play nonetheless. That'll bring up 4th and long for the Spark Plugs.
yeah. Good break on the ball there by Seth. You talk about good kids, man. There's not much better than Seth. I've had a chance to coach Seth in multiple sports from an early age, and just a great family, great kid, competitor, will give you everything he's got.
Absolutely. His dad, Coach Moore, with the tennis program, coaches my oldest son, Connor. He and head coach Walkie.
Turf monster.
You know, I think he might be calling him down actually on the reception on that turn. I think the knee was down.
Yeah, you're right on that.
We'll stay here during this change of possession. Bruins are going to take back over from the 45. And this is exactly what you were calling for, Coach. Good defensive stand.
Yeah, 3-and-out. Get the offense back on the field. Get those defensive guys some rest. They've been running up and down the field a lot with this Speedway offense as they've been able to execute.
Bruins on the 43-yard line.
Make that the 43 where the Bruins will start. Fleece backfield. And Sorgi back under center. Carter to the near side.
Sorry, I wouldn't mind seeing a deep threat right here. A little play action.
There's the fake toss. Then they come up with the draw. Solid 8-yard gain on the play.
Maybe that'll set that up. Loosen them up, right?
That's right.
Show it up the middle.
You keep coming up the middle like that. You hit them on the play action, and you're hopefully going to get a corner to bite on that. Find Alexander Cummings on the outside.
I mean, look at this matchup Carter has. 5'7".
Yeah, you like that matchup. Carter over the top at any given time.
He wanted it. Good patience, though, to take the underneath.
Great yards after catch there by 18 Morgan, the senior. He's not easy to take down. Eli's put on a lot of muscle in the offseason. He stands about 6 foot tall, 180, Coach.
Yeah, he's solid. Again, a really great competitor. Good pedigree in that family. Really like the decision making there by Sorgi to not force it, take the underneath, get a good chunk of yards, reset the sticks.
Yeah, great check down there. Maybe a second or third option. I should say read. Sorgi out of the shotgun. He's got Cummings in the middle. He didn't want to go down on that one either.
Sorgi's pass complete to number 1, Carter Cummings.
Go ahead and get up.
Down by number 9.
Yeah,
came down a little awkward.
Contorted a little bit there on that tackle. It was a gang tackle. You just hold your breath sometimes when you see kids kind of twist when they go down.
Yeah, particularly Audi having suffered a couple key injuries this year already. You got the sophomore sensation, Matthias Walden, who went down early. First series of the year.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sorgi out of the shotgun. He likes what he sees.
Mm.
Misses his target, Alexander.
Troji's pass falls incomplete.
Going to bring up second goal. Again, just an absolutely gorgeous night here in Speedway.
Second and goal for the
Aside from
Bruins
some really
on the
bad
20-yard line.
construction and traffic, it's been a great evening, Coach.
Yes, absolutely.
Get the senior Morgan in motion. Going to hand it off to
Nice.
Fleece. He's going to follow a big block from 18 Morgan to get into the end zone.
Braxton Fleece, touchdown, Bruins.
Yeah, I love that concept on that run there. Good lead blocking, good vision by Fleece to get in the end zone.
Yeah, Braxton's averaging about 60 yards per game on the season. I like that play call. You're not trying to force it on a throw, and then you pull Morgan across.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, he led the way for Fleece. Athleticism comes from his mom's side of the family for sure.
Love it.
Jackson Fleece,
He follows a long line of Bruins. His dad, Scott, and his uncle, Matt, were football players for the Bruins back in the early 2000s. Tell you what, we'll head to commercial break, and we'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to Speedway, Indiana, as the Bruins take on the Spark Plugs. After a quick score there, the Bruins are up 28-14. 6 minutes to go in the half. Spark Plugs back to receive.
Yeah, and Dave, what this has also effectively done is kind of took the energy out of the crowd over here. And on that sideline, you can kind of start to see the body language a little bit.
Yeah, it was fun to watch the Speedway crowd come alive early for a couple scores. I don't mind seeing the Bruins tack a couple more on, maybe quiet them down for a little bit. It's a great kick. It's going to be an end zone, which is an automatic touchback here in high school.
Mason Mendenhall's kickoff travels into.
That's good work there by Mason coming in. Short work this week to be able to come in and execute. That's good work by him.
Yeah, obviously a big, strong leg there, Coach. I want to say that's our first kick touchback of the season.
I think you're right.
1st and 10 for the Spark Plugs on the 20-yard line.
All right, it's going to be Moore back out of the shotgun. Let's see if the Spark Plugs can get something going here before half. He is going to mishandle the snap. That's going to be about an 8-yard loss, Coach.
Logan Moore.
Yeah, there again, you kind of chalk that up to the same thing as an offside call. Just a miscue, simple drop of the snap. Didn't look to be a bad snap. I don't know if it surprised him, got back on him quick.
Well, tell you what, if you follow our Twitter account very closely, you'll see that Connor Ross predicted the score 28-14 off an EA Sports simulation earlier this week.
All right, I like it.
Don't think he said it was going to be the halftime score.
Right.
Moore's back to pass again. He's got a wide open man. Not going to be able to find him. That was intended for number 6, Diallo, out of the backfield.
Number 6.
Yeah, if he catches that, he's still running.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed 6 for the spark plugs if he can find that connection.
I wasn't paying close enough attention to see if we were in zone or man,
3rd and 18 for the spark plugs on the 12-yard line.
but either
Yeah, and
way,
he's
he was
coming out of
not
the
coming.
backfield right there from the
Yeah.
tailback position, so obviously he got lost in the fray. That's Amari Forbes in the backfield with Moore. Moore's
Oh,
pass ball's incomplete, nearly picked off by 44 Behrman.
Moore's pass falls incomplete.
Behrman's a monster on defense. He's got a take no prisoners attitude as he approaches the game.
Number 3, Braxton Fleece back deep for the Bruins.
Bruins trying to get settled here on the kick return. You got Fleece ready back to receive. Takes a pretty good bounce for the spark plugs. That ball will be down at the Bruin 46. We'll head back to another commercial break and see you on the other side.
The 46-yard line.
Back here at Ralph E. Johnson Stadium, Speedway's beautiful, fully renovated football stadium here. Coach, this is really nice.
yeah, they've got some great stuff going over there at the school itself too.
Yeah, it looks like construction on a new field house. Sorgi's pass attempt is going to fall incomplete. They tried to run their back out as well. That'll fall incomplete to number 24 once on Hall, the junior. Yeah, just off to the east of the visitor bleachers there, you have a new field house. It's going to incorporate a lot of different indoor sports opportunities for the spark plugs and multiple basketball courts.
The Bruins on the 46-yard line.
Sorgi out of the shotgun. He's back to Eli Morgan again. I like that.
Oh,
That was an ill-advised take on from the cornerback there, and unfortunately, I think he might have got hurt on the play.
yeah, that was a brutal hit.
I don't know what number he is, but I can certainly tell you visually how much Eli Morgan outweighed him by quite a bit.
Yeah, got to admire the heart. Sometimes they got to make a business decision.
You got Coach Ward checking on him. You like to see that from the Bruin coach.
Well, once again, not really much of a sense of urgency here.
Yeah.
Trainer just now jogging across the field.
Looks like our athletic trainee, Courtney Crabtree from Hendricks Regional Health, will stop by and take a peek. And I'll tell you what, number 2, that's Lucas DeVault. He'll bounce right back up.
And hey, just to give you a sense, I mean, he's 6'1", 165. That's not light,
No.
but man, Eli just.
I don't know about you, Coach, but I think we're being generous on the tape measure on that one.
Right.
As you will see from time to time in the roster in the book. I stood an impressive 5'10" in high school.
Yeah, coincidentally enough, you don't see anyone 5'11" on the roster.
No. I think if you get that close, it's like a youth football referee spotting the ball. It's always going to be at a 5-yard increment. Sorgi's pass.
Sorgi's pass complete to number 1.
A little extracurricular after the whistle there. Nothing too egregious.
A flag down on the field as well.
Tackle made by number 11, Vincent Simpson.
That's on the near side. I wonder if that's going to be. It's going to be a false start of the Bruins.
Yeah, probably an alignment, if I had to guess. I think that's the same signal for an illegal formation. Maybe somebody wasn't up on the line.
You'll notice the receivers will check with the sideline official typically by putting their hand down in a fist position as if to say, I'm on the line or I'm off.
1st and 15 for Tri-West on the 41-yard line.
Morgan in motion. Sorgi's going to pump fake right.
This is set up.
Dump it off nicely to Hall. He's going to find some room. Touchdown saving tackle there from number 17, Mason Bowman, for the Sparkplugs.
Yeah, good call.
Down by number 17, Mason Bowman.
That was a little misdirection right there. Made it look like they were going to run a screen out to the right. You leaked the lineman out to the left, and Wanson had 3 blockers, and the blockers only had like 2 plugs to find.
The Bruins on the 16-yard line.
Great play call, great design. Offensive coordinator Justin Wilson with a good one on that. That's going to be Hall to the outside. He's going to find the end zone for another touchdown for your Bruins. They like that fake pitch and then dive.
Hall, touchdown, Bruins.
Yeah, last week against Triton Central, they ran a lot of that outside zone, and I'm sure Speedway watched them on tape and thought when they saw that motion, they were going to flow that way, and then you just counter back the other way, and it's wide open.
A little bit of a mirror image from what Speedway was doing early on in terms of dumping off and getting some good yards after catch.
Yeah.
It's going to be the freshman, Jax Clayton, back for the PAT. That one's going to be blocked. A little bit of a miscue there on the snap, the hold, and then ultimately the kick. Nothing hurt. That'll be a Bruins lead, 34-14 with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. We'll go to commercial break and see you on the other side. We are back from Speedway, Indiana at Ralphie Johnson Stadium. Nice little turnout here from the student section. Not a far drive from Pittsboro. We're just a couple exits east on 74 here in Speedway.
Well, we were talking on the way into the stadium tonight. It took me an hour to get from Brownsburg to Speedway with congestion and construction.
Well, I appreciate that heads up because I definitely took it in play when I came in. Jumped on 74 out of Pittsboro this time. The senior, Minute Hall, back to kickoff again for the Bruins. Likes that spot right there on the 6. A little bit of a muffed return. Not going to get much. Not even going to make it to the 20 for the Sparkplugs.
So just over 4 minutes left here in the first half. Again, there's still time for a 3 and out and potentially get another score. That might be significant because what that might allow Coach Ward to do is maybe give his varsity
First and 10 for
players
the Sparkplugs on the
a
18-yard line.
possession coming out, and then get some of those JV guys in. If you can get it up to 40, 48.
Yeah, I'd like to see that because then you got that mercy rule 35-point running clock in play. It's more back to pass. He's pressured heavy there. Nobody out wide. It's going to fall incomplete. Looks like you had 64 Gabe Miller in the backfield there and 11 Jet Lawson.
Yeah, minus the missed man out of the backfield on that last possession, the coverage for the Bruins has been immensely better. The pressure up front has, as you said, gotten more a little bit out of sorts. So just a much better effort on the defensive side. I'm sure they got coached up over there.
Yeah, good adjustments after a somewhat shaky start to the game. Moore's going to pass out of the backfield again. He's got number 14 there. Amari Forbes on the reception.
Number 14, Amari Forbes. Brought down by number 34, Jack Fleece.
Sounds like the tackle there was attributed to number 34, Jack Fleece. Don't know that I see him on the field, Coach.
3rd and 3 for the Sparkplugs.
Yeah, I don't.
25-yard line.
And probably mistaken for either 54 Haste or 44 Behrman. Dive play from the Plugs. That was a 4th down run call. Deep in their territory. I think they're going to be short, Coach, and the Bruins have called a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, I think that was a 3rd down run, and it's 4th down now. Coach Ward taking the timeout to preserve the clock.
Yeah, great job by the coaching staff there to recognize the fact that we can get a stop here on 4th down, get possession back, come down, get a quick strike, and hopefully get those varsity starters off the field at some point in the second half.
Yeah, this is a tough position for the Speedway staff to be in. You're down 20. You got a 4th and 1. You have been able to move the ball, but you've also given up some negative plays as well. And if you turn the ball over right here, you're almost guaranteed to give the Bruins another 6 on the board with the time left on the clock. I'm sure they're going to go for it, but it's definitely kind of like, hey, this is it, all or nothing right here.
Yeah, that's danger close for sure if they don't get this 4th down. I'll tell you what, this is where Connor Ross is thinking fake punt, Coach.
See what they come out in alignment with. Oh, they're going to go under center.
That's the first time they've been under center tonight, Coach.
Oh, they're going to try to draw them. Hard count. Nope, they just snap it, and they got it.
Good play call.
Yeah.
A little bit of a tush push possibly there.
1st down, Sparkplug.
I saw a little bit of the head nod, and I thought maybe they were just going to try to catch him off sides, and maybe that was the initial intention. And then once they didn't jump, just run the sneak.
Yeah, almost a dual play call there from the coaching staff. Go for the hard count.
1st and 10.
You don't get it. Quarterback keeper up the middle for the 1st down. They are back in the shotgun. Moore's going to look to pass. Heavy pressure from the Bruins. He's just going to get out of... Oh. Impressive throw on the run from Moore. Caught by number 2, Lucas DeVault. Really good strike from the Sparkplugs. You hate to see the Bruins lose track of the receiver on that play, Coach.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of scramble drills here, and you just got to try to hang,
48-yard line.
Maintain integrity on your coverage.
That's not an easy throw, rolling to his left there, being a righty.
Yeah, just what I was getting ready to say. And he took a lick on the sideline there, too. We got to be careful not to pick up anything cheap there.
You got the Phantom number 8 in motion. Oh, Jet Lawson. We got a fumble in the backfield.
No, that's... Oh, man. That was not a forward pass.
I don't know what the flag on the play was.
It's going to be intentional grounding if they called it a forward pass, but I don't see that as a forward pass. I don't know if yeah. I don't know that it'll be roughing the passer. I think
I
if
could
they,
be wrong, but I feel like he was facing his own end zone when he lost control of the ball.
officials are going to talk this one out, but I'm almost positive what they're going to call here is an incomplete pass with intentional grounding, which I just didn't see it as a forward pass. If it did go forward, it barely went forward. I thought it was a fumble because his momentum was carrying him back as he shoveled it.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know the rules enough to know if they blew this play dead, can they award the ball to Tri-West at the spot it was recovered? Because I think they killed it after the recovery. It was a clear recovery by the Bruins.
That's right. It's definitely a flag on the plugs. They were just looking over to the Bruins sideline.
No
They are going to
flag.
wave that off.
Well, it can't be just an incomplete pass. There's no way. I I don't understand how that's just an incomplete pass. That's got to be intentional grounding.
Well, they also moved the ball. They're spotting it back further, so they're calling a runner down
Yeah,
before the fumble.
No penalty marker on the field.
It can't be all of those
First and
things.
long for the Spark Plugs on the 30-yard
so
line.
it's clearly marked as a fumble, but it was recovered by Tri-West. Well, I don't get that. That's 2 weeks in a row now where we've had some interesting calls by officials.
Trick play here, opportunity for the spark plugs. Brought down by 6, Cole.
Logan Moore's pass complete to number 9. Neymar.
Still going to be short of the first down after a big pickup from the spark plugs.
The Speedway loves running that little crosser route. I think they get those shorter, quick, shifty wide receivers caught in the middle, and it's easy to lose track of them. One of the teams take a timeout here.
21-yard.
Yeah, it looks like one of the teams got a timeout. I didn't see which one. Looks like it's going to be the Bruins. Connor Ross on the production call there. We'll come back here after a quick break and see if we can finish out the half with about 2 minutes remaining. We're back live, Ralphie Johnson Stadium here in Speedway, Indiana. Named after the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway just down the street. Moore out of the shotgun. Looks to pass. He sees his target. It's going to be just short. That attempt was number 9, Mahar. I had a viewer text in and ask what the name on the back of the Spark Plugs jersey was. Unfortunately, I don't know what that is.
Well, I took my camera and zoomed in because I thought they had names on their back, but they all look the same. If my eyes are right, it looks like it says "in a ring." So I don't know if that's a reference to being in the fight or putting a diamond in a ring. You know how teams have these sayings.
Right. Bruin friendly bounce on the pump there. They'll start at their own 16.
You know, Dave, I started my coaching career out at Cascade, which at that time the WCC Speedway was in that conference, and we always played them in basketball. And longtime basketball coach Chuck Bennett, they always had DWC on the back of their shirts. Defense wins championships.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably looking at a situation like that here for Speedway. The Bruins do feature the individual player names on the back of their jerseys. You also see that you can't see the numbers from any distance.
They want to keep us on our toes.
And I think I actually lied about the name on the back of the jersey. You pay for the name on the front,
That's
not
right.
the name on the back, coach.
That's right.
Sorgi out of the shotgun. He's got Fleece in the backfield. He's going to dump it off back to Fleece.
Nice check down.
Nice downfield block from 57 Vols. There is a flag on the play.
Ineligible downfield.
Brought down by
Just going to bring this one back.
Was that the blocker Vols they're calling that on?
Penalty marker on the field.
I didn't see which lineman it was, but it was a screen play, so one of the linemen must have snuck out early.
Gotcha.
Nope.
That's your second waved off flag of the night, coach.
Boy, this crew is setting themselves up for some punishment here.
Yeah, it's not an easy job, as we know. Good to see a crew out here on a Friday night.
Yeah, and I know that there's ref shortages in all sports, so we applaud these guys for being out here. It's a thankless job.
First and 10 for the Bruins on the 28-yard line.
Sorgi come out of the shotgun again. He's going to look downfield to Cummings. Stays in bounds. Makes a couple guys miss. And gets stick pretty good.
Sorgi's pass complete to number 1.
That's our mystery man. Number 8.
That's right.
Brought down by Mazzi Deshola.
Bruins are going to go with the little sped up offense here. Sorgi. Same play to Carter. Quickly brought out of bounds. Oh, he's going to call forward progress. He's going to run that clock, coach.
Okay, I think I've got the Scooby-Doo crew mystery machine on this one. I believe number 8 is number 3, Mazid Ashula. I believe that's what I heard the press box call on that last tackle.
Great work on that, coach. That pass attempt was for Bruins number 4, Cooper Zimmerman, the senior. That'll bring up 3rd and short for the Bruins. Next week, we'll be back at home as we host Danville in a whiteout game for the Bruins.
On the 44-yard line.
Be good to hear the strong vocals on the PA system of Josh Gordon. Not sure what happened on that play, Coach.
Yeah, I think that's one of those passes that had a little bit of zip on it and it needed a little bit of touch. It really got on the receiver in a hurry.
Yeah, Jack's throwing that ball pretty quick out of there. That's going to prove to be an asset as he continues his career at the next level.
Oh, yeah, you can see he's got all the arm strength.
Looks like the Bruins may just be... No. Going to sneak Sorgi there. That'll be a first down. Yeah, they're going to spot that about the 42, which will be good enough for a Bruin first down. 43 seconds remain in the half. Sorgi with a quick strike. That's 18 Morgan.
18 Eli Morgan.
He's a little shaken up after that, Coach.
Yeah, nice job.
Line of scrimmage, though.
First and 10 Bruins. 26
Sorry, if Eli to hold on to that.
That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Sorgi's pass incomplete.
That'll stop the clock. 23 seconds remain. We have that big reception from 18 Morgan with the hard hit. I don't know how many guys could take that hard of a hit and keep going strong.
2nd and 10 for the Bruins on the 26-yard line.
Yeah, especially getting right back up to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of time here. Clock stops on a first down. You got a timeout left. You can still work the middle of the field.
Sorgi back to pass. Doesn't like what he sees. He's going to scramble and get out of bounds.
Jack Sorgi with the carry.
Heavy pursuit there by the senior 51, Corey Midget.
Good to see
He
him
certainly
back
is
out
not
there.
that.
Yeah, he was shaken up early on one
That's
of those
right.
kickoffs.
3rd and 8 for the Bruins. 24-yard line.
3rd and long, 17 seconds remain in the half. Sorgi will come out of the shotgun, fleece to his left. Morgan in motion.
Oh,
Good ball there. I think Morgan probably lost it as the defender crossed his path, his line of sight. Be incomplete pass, 4th down.
Number 8, Mazid Ashola in coverage for the Sparkplugs.
We are in that no man's land, Coach. Might be a little far out for our special teams kicking. And obviously, you're not going to punt here. So we might see a 4th down try.
yeah, I think
4th and 8 for the Bruins on the 24-yard line.
this will probably get picked up, I think. We've done a good job of picking these up. Just got to be smart with the ball.
Sorgi out of the shotgun. We're going to look to pass. Old reliable today. We're going to get Carter on a comeback to the outside shoulder. Good enough for a 1st down.
6 seconds from about 9 yards out. If you run quick and you don't connect, you might have a chance for 2 plays here.
I was just about to say, each team has a timeout left. Bruins are going to take advantage and take one now. We'll stay here for the timeout.
Timeout, Bruins.
Once we get to halftime, we'll give you a quick break. Not have to listen to us old guys for a few minutes. And maybe get a soft drink, cold beverage of your choice. Doesn't sound too half bad right now, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. It feels good now that sunset
Absolutely.
cooled down pretty quickly.
Looks like the band's going to set up for a little halftime performance here at Speedway.
Yeah, props to those guys. They sounded good tonight. They bring some energy to the stadium.
And honestly, an integral part of the Friday night experience.
Absolutely.
Often overlooked. Could be the band, the cheerleaders, the managers. We got guys doing the sports network stuff. A lot of support goes into these nights.
Absolutely.
Sorgi out of the shotgun. 6 seconds remain. He's got his guy.
Look at this.
Hits his target. Who's that over there, Coach?
Is that
Touchdown, Bruins.
I'm going to say it's Quentin Alexander on a guess.
Quentin
Looks
Alexander?
like it is Q.
I'll tell you what, Dave, that was a rope.
Yeah.
I mean, he put it on him like right now.
You are not going to see a lot of high school juniors making that throw with that kind of accuracy and speed.
Yeah.
And he's under pressure there, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, to end the half on that play, good execution by the Bruins all around.
Troy West with the 2-point attempt.
Got another viewer hit me on the text box there.
All right.
Shout out to Tri-West Baseball Booster Club President Craig Barnard. Sun Lane looking to make an impact on the basketball court this year. Basketball.
Nice.
Looks like the 2-point conversion attempt is good to number 4, the senior, Cooper Zimmerman.
All right. I didn't see, it's hard to see with the brown checkers where the ball is, and the ref saw something.
At the end of the first half, Tri-West 42, Speedway 14.
That will bring us to the half. Your Bruins on top of the Spark Plugs, 42-14. We will take a halftime break and see you on the other side.
All right, welcome back here to Speedway High School as we are about 2 minutes left before the start of the second half. Joined here by Connor Ross. He joins us on the Tri-West Sports Network today. Connor, talk to us a little bit about your thoughts. You were up here with us in the first half. What did you see that you liked from Tri-West there in the first half?
The adjustments made after the start, sort of how it was close. I think it was 14 to 14, and
Yeah,
then the Bruins just pulled away. So that's sort of the thing they have to build on. Last week, as we know, they lost adjustments. I mean, they made them at the start of the half, but then Triton Central broke them down. I'll be interested to see what the spark plugs do, but it's always different when you play a team that maybe doesn't have as much as experience as Triton Central. Of course, anything can happen in a game, though. So we don't know. Triton or Speedway could come out and they could score a lot and tie this game up. So we just don't know.
yeah. If you're Tri-West, you got to come out with the same intensity that you had after you kind of woke up. To your credit, you pointed out, a little sluggish start. Speedway came out a little hot. We got the momentum going there, so we'd like to see them come out, maybe put up a couple touchdowns early in the third quarter, get some of these JV guys in there. All right, so we're at about 1 minute left here before we start. Both teams are jogging back out on the field. Just a halftime score that we've got up to date here out of the Hoosier Legends Conference down in Trafalgar. It's Indian Creek 42, Beech Grove nothing. That's a bit of a surprise there. Not necessarily that Indian Creek is winning, but they're winning in that fashion. Beech Grove was highest scoring offense in the conference. Maybe they just haven't seen that level of a defense that Indian Creek plays, but that looks like that's going to go in Indian Creek's favor. And then the last score that we have from Triton Central was still in the first quarter. Triton Central 7, Monrovia 0. If we get an update on that score, we'll be sure to pass that along as well. Connor, as we get ready to set the clock here for the second half, who do you think is going to shine here for the Bruins as we come out?
I would assume. I think Jack Sorgi still has a shot here to just build on what he's doing good tonight. Of course, I would expect start of the fourth quarter. Probably the JV guys will come in, and then but of course they play tomorrow, so you wouldn't really want anyone to get hurt. But I mean, this one's probably over.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't get live stats throughout the game, but we know that Carter Cummins had a big first half. We know that Quentin Alexander, I think, had a pair of touchdowns. Of course, Jack throwing the ball really well. The ground attack was solid. So good offensive stats all the way around, and the defense really settled in. We highlighted and talked a little bit about some of the things that they were able to do in the second half to slow down and confuse Speedway. Jet Lawson and his size and athleticism. Our linebackers fly into the ball. So, yeah, I would assume we'll be able to come out here and assert our dominance in the second
Yes.
half.
Yes. Hopefully, it's more of the same. The fog was starting to roll in at halftime, but it's gone now. So that may have been a factor, but we'll get this second half started in about 3 minutes. We'll take a quick break and then we'll be right back.
Old school rap, Connor. Honestly, Coach and I put this together last second. I don't think we can play
Yeah, I think we just need to let Coach Knapp reach out to the AD.
Yes.
He was kind of joking around with me when I called. He called me back and he's going to go. He goes, he can fit two up there, three would be tight. And I said, yeah, sorry for late. He goes, yeah, he told me if it was anybody else, he wouldn't let me do it. But because
Yep.
Kicking off for the Bruins to
We
start
are
the
back
second.
live from Ralph E. Johnson
37, Mason
Stadium
Mendenhall.
to start the second
Check in
half
for
as your
Spark Plug.
Bruins
Number
take on
2,
the
Lucas
Spark
Duvall.
Plugs in a
And number 8,
Hoosier Legends
Rodriguez
Conference
Bull.
matchup. Coach, what'd you like in the first half?
Yeah, I really like how we came back and kind of righted the ship a little bit. You know, a little bit of a slow start. Credit to the plugs for coming out ready to play, but it was nice to see us get it rolling on both sides.
The senior Mendenhall back to kick again. He crushed that one into the end zone. Maybe the one.
Lucas Duvall with the return.
Get about the 30-yard line. Two spark plugs slow to get up on the play.
The Bruins thought that ball might have come out, but the officials mark it down.
Well, the gunner on that one, I saw you had number 14, the
28
sophomore,
yards on
Cody
the
Morgan,
return for the Spark
getting in there
Plug.
early.
First and 10, Speedway on the 29-yard line.
You may see or hear his number called a little bit later this evening, taking some snaps for the Bruins as he is our number 2 quarterback. There'll be a flag on the play. False start on the plugs. Back them up 5 yards.
Speedway.
Still first down.
Second and 15 for the Spark Plugs on the 24-yard line.
And that is a final down at Indian Creek, 42-0 over Beech Grove.
So those
The
guys just went
Braves
final at
put
9
it to them.
o'clock as we kick off the second half, Coach. That was a long first half.
Yeah, we talked about how both of those teams run the ball. I'm sure that kept the clock moving.
Nice little run here.
Mamadou Diallo on the carry.
That's Diallo and another good carry. Still going to be short of the first by about 3 yards. Bruins will look to tighten up here.
Second and 3 for the Spark Plugs on the 37-yard line.
More in the backfield. They're going to stick with that run, and it's going to go for absolutely nothing, Coach.
Yeah, nice job by the front four there. They shut that down.
Maybe a loss of 3 on the play.
Brought down by Nick Behrman.
Your Tri-West Tennis Bruins will be in action tomorrow at Southmont.
Yeah, good luck to the tennis program. We've talked them up a lot on our podcast. Coach Walkie and the boys over there making great strides.
Third and 5.
Not bad for a second-year program, right, Coach?
That's absolutely right. It's a good group of kids on that tennis team.
More out of the backfield. He's looking for 14. He's not there. He's going to dump it down. That's going to be an incomplete pass. He had Forbes coming up the near sideline. Just didn't have the space that he needed to go for it.
Yeah, and that's a tough one for Speedway. You come out, you have the false start, then you get a nice run up the middle, and then you just can't do anything else with it. Credit to the Bruins for shutting that down.
Braxton Fleece back deep.
Well, it'll be an early punt situation for the Spark Plugs. Braxton Fleece back to receive. Oh, that's going to be fumbled. Still gets it off.
I tell you what, Dave, that was a nice job there. Couldn't tell who that was. Maybe Abe Haste, I think. He got close to the punter, and he probably could have been a little bit more aggressive, but he just laid off. No reason to get a cheap foul, roughing the kicker.
That's a high IQ play by him.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the Bruins.
Everything in your mind, in your body tells you go for the block, but something pulled him up there. So great job by him. Sorgi back under center. A little bit of a trick play here. It's going to be a fumble. Bruins are going to lose possession on this.
Quentin Alexander with the fumble recovered by the
Yeah.
Spark Plug.
Looked like a fake handoff to the tailback
Eli
Hall.
Hayes
Then
with
they
the
brought the
fumble
wide
recovery.
receiver
First
Quentin
down, Spark Plug.
Quentin Alexander around, and he's just not used to taking that handoff, Coach.
Yeah, and I know this is one of those times where maybe you're trying to work some plays in. You got a comfortable lead, but you'd like to kind of just stick to what works, stick
First
to the
and 10 for
basics.
Speedway on the 25-yard line.
Pretty good play design. Unfortunately, just didn't work out this time. It's going to set up Speedway for a nice situation here from the 25-yard line. Moore with Yellow in the backfield. He'll draw back to pass. Jet Lawson comes through. He pressured that nicely. It'll be an incomplete pass, largely due to that pressure from Lawson.
Incomplete.
Yeah, and a nice job too by the corner there. I don't know if that's Seth. I think that's Seth of sticking with his man, but not picking up the
Second and
PI,
10 for the Spark Plug
getting too
on the
handsy.
25-yard line.
So a couple headsy play from the Bruins to start the half on defense. We'll draw play up the middle there to Diallo. I thought if Moore would have hung on to that, he might have had something there, maybe a little
with the stop for the Bruins.
run option.
Yeah, nice job by Nick Parsons there on pursuit, backside.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Well, after the turnover, it's going to bring up 3rd and long. Hopefully the defense can stand up here and see if they can get the offense back on track.
Yeah.
3rd and 9 for the Spark Plug on the 24-yard line.
We got to watch those crossers here. They like running those in the first half.
Here comes Parker Anderson. Good pressure up the middle.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, great ball broken up there by, I think that's 6, Cole Craig.
Logan Moore's pass. Neymar Har, incomplete.
That might have been in the receiver's hands, and Craig almost took it out of the air.
For the Bruins.
yeah, good ball pursuit there by Cole.
This is going to be a long field goal tip.
For the field goal attempt. Lucas
You got a right-footed kicker coming from the right hash. Not ideal from a kicking
snapping.
perspective. Yeah, it doesn't look like that one's got the distance, and it's going to be a little left. I don't think he'd like the way it came off his foot there. I think if he had that one back, he'd like to give it another go.
Yeah, now I think if I'm not mistaken, in the high school game, a kick missed within a certain range, the ball goes to the 20. I might be wrong by that, but I think that's how that works. So instead of the Bruins getting the ball at the 41 or wherever that was set down at, I think it's going to be set back down at the 20.
So that just makes a lot of sense to go for the kick in that
Yeah,
situation. Then
absolutely.
it almost acts as a touchback.
Mm-hmm.
Your Bruins lead the Spark Plugs 42-14. 9 minutes, 14 seconds remain in the third. This continues to be the longest high school football game in the history of high school football. The Bruins will make their way back out to the field after a long huddle. Sorchi's back under center. Fake toss. Inside handoff to 18 Morgan. Again, it looks like you might be right, Coach. They might be trying to install some plays that maybe in the week they worked on and want to see how they work in live action.
Brought down by Eli Hayes. Gain of 7 on the play.
A reminder, running clock in high school is 35-point lead in the second half. If you get up by 35, that clock will remain running, even if the score is brought closer. Tell you what, on that one, Coach, looked like Sorgi wanted to go down the sideline to Alexander, didn't have it, thought about running, checked down to Morgan.
Yeah, that was, I mean,
First
he
and
just
10 for the
flipped it
Bruins
out
on the
there, but
32-yard
still
line.
had some zip on the ball to get it out there.
Good catch by Morgan. Pick up first down for the Bruins. 18 Morgan's having a night today, Coach.
Yeah, we talked about that in the first half. Who would step up in Jack Scarver's absence? And certainly it seems like Eli Morgan's been that guy.
It's Hall out of the backfield with a really good run here. He'll pick about 9 on first down.
24.
Good hard physical run there.
Mazita Shola with the tackle for the Sparkplugs.
Hull's a junior. He saw some varsity action last year, but unfortunately was injured for quite a bit of that season.
Yeah, he's been bitten by the injury bug in his high school career, unfortunately. It's good to see him healthy and out there on the field. Hopefully he can maintain that throughout this season.
Sorgi's back under center. There's that fake handoff play action. He'll roll out. Just missed Cummins on the outside.
Jack Sorgi's pass to Carter Cummings is incomplete.
Pretty good coverage there by the plugs on that play. It was a tight window to try to fit it into.
3rd and 1 for the Bruins on the 41-yard line.
Drumline hitting a solid beat down here. Mad props to the Speedway band. And Cascade looks to be up on North Montgomery by a landslide, 63-18. Great defensive tackle in the open field after a long catch and gain from Sorgi to Morgan there.
Good to hear Gates' name called.
Brought down by number 10, Keller Sox.
That was a hit right there. It was a good job by Gage to hang on to the ball.
Was that Bundy on the reception?
That's what they called. I can't tell as he comes. I think that is.
I think it's Morgan on that.
Is it Eli?
But I could be wrong. Bundy is in the game, I believe. There's Hall.
Oh, look at this.
He's got space.
Don't block in the back.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get him in open field.
Pass, Lawson Hall, touchdown, Bruins.
That's going to be another touchdown for Sorgi as well.
Yeah, the only thing you were hoping is that the blocking downfield would be clean, not pick up a block in the back. Nice job by the receivers to not get that cheap foul.
Yeah, they got to keep their head on a swivel there as the receivers coming down the field to make sure they stop that engagement as they pass.
49, Jackson Clayton out for the PAT attempt, holding is Seth Moore, snapping is Brady Bowles.
It's a good snap, hold, and kick for the Bruins. The PAT is good. That'll put the Bruins on top, 48-14.
Attempt is good, 6:33.
After that, we'll go to a quick commercial break.
Welcome back here to Speedway High School as the Bruins take the field to get ready to kick it back off to the Sparkplugs, now up 49-14. Dave, one that Hendricks County folks may be interested in is number 1 overall Brownsburg is in a rivalry game tonight with Avon. Number 1 Bulldogs lead 34-24 in a wild one. The teams have combined for 707 yards of offense. Brownsburg has 400, Avon 307. 215 rushing by Andre Warfield from Avon. So it looks like some fireworks And then, of course, our very own Scott Fry's son, Oscar, is a starting quarterback for the Bulldogs. He has 228 passing for the Dogs. So 34-24 at the half in that big rivalry game out there in Hendricks County.
Yeah, that's a rivalry you and I know about, Coach, both being Brownsburg alumni. We still secretly cheer for them to beat the Orioles every chance we get.
Every time.
Mazia Shoal on the return.
It is fun to see Mr. Fry's son, Oscar, out there on Friday nights. He does an incredible job.
16.
And what a great guy. I mean, both of them. Oscar's a great kid. I've gotten to know him a little bit. He's played golf for the Bulldogs, and I work out at their home course at West Chase, and obviously working for Mr. Fry. He's just a great asset for our community. He's been instrumental in helping us highlight our student athletes.
That does put the Bruins up by over 35, which will put us in a running clock situation for the rest of the game.
We may get out of here before midnight after all.
We can only hope. It's more out of the shotgun. He's going to have it on Diallo.
Nice pursuit there. The Bruins have done a nice job on that run game.
Yeah, if I'm getting that number correctly from here, that looks like the sophomore Ryan Woodrum on the tackle. Look for big things out of Woodrum over the next couple of years for the Bruins.
Second and 7 for the Spark Bucks, 37-yard line.
Another handoff to Diallo. Picked up nicely in the backfield there.
Diallo on the carry.
Yeah, I could. Aiden Skink in.
That's the freshman Aiden Skink. He's going to be something special as he grows into a nice defender for the Bruins over the next few years.
37-yard line.
Yeah, so definitely some JV players being rotated in here on the defensive side now.
More back to pass. He likes what he sees. He had a target on the opposite side. That would have been number 2, Duvall. He's got a little separation tonight. He must have some speed. Oh no, looks like the quarterback Moore may be down. Looks like that leg's a little stiff. If I had to guess, I'd say cramp, Coach.
Maybe, yeah. Hope that's all it is.
Looks like it is going to be Fleece back to receive still. Most of these punts have just been down by the kicking team this evening, not giving Braxton much of an opportunity to return anything. Bruins will take over. 3 minutes remain in the third. Again, that clock is running and will remain running, with the exception of timeouts, injuries, and quarter breaks.
First and 10 for the Bruins on the 36-yard line.
The Indiana Hoosiers with an impressive win over the in-state rivals, Indiana State Sycamores, 66-0 right now, Coach.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago that those were challenges for the Hoosiers. You know, those weren't easy wins.
Cody Morgan comes in, and on his first throw of the night, throws a dart for a touchdown. Looks like that's going to be 12 Alexander.
Cody Morgan, touchdown pass to number 10.
Great throw from the sophomore there. Alexander found some space in the middle of the field, and they just capitalized. Actually, is that Tin Bundy? That's going to be number 10, Gage Bundy. My apologies on the call. These gold numbers on these white jerseys are giving me fits today.
We called him earlier, and it ended up being Eli. So, again,
Yep.
good to see Gage get in and good to see Cody throw a strike there.
Going to be a whistle. Flag on the play. Yeah, I like Bundy. He's going to be a good player for the Bruins. Again, another sophomore. We've caught a lot of sophomores and juniors tonight, Coach. Looks like the future may be bright for the Bruins.
Penalty against the Bruins.
Yeah, that sophomore class in particular is really deep. A lot of athletes in that. They've had a lot of success coming up as a class. So some big things are coming out of that group. And yeah, equally as well, the junior class will certainly contribute to.
It's the freshman back Layton to kick from a little bit further, and the Bruins will still get the PAT. We'll step away for a quick commercial break and see you on the other side. Welcome back to Ralph E. Johnson Stadium here in Speedway, Indiana.
Kicking out for the Bruins.
Bruins on top, 56-14. Seems like they found their footing here, Coach.
Yeah, just talking to our statistician, Mike Walden, and he was telling me that Sorgi ends up on 361, 5 touchdowns on the night.
That'll be a good night's work.
Yeah. Good
He's
to see
among
him
the
bounce
state
back.
leaders in yards and touchdowns. That's a pretty good return from number 8, Bishola. Expect to see a few more of the JV guys maybe get some reps here in the second half on defense as well.
Shout out to Connor Smith with the tackle there. That was a nice open field tackle.
Big number 26, Connor Smith. Like to hear that call, Coach. Connor Smith, one of 2 Connor Smiths at the high school. Me knowing the first one pretty well is my oldest son. Looks like Carmel's losing a battle against Trinity by quite a bit. That's a final, 55-17.
Oh, nice concentration there.
That was a great catch by number 11. That's going to be Vincent Simpson. He had that with one hand, Coach. Looks like he might drop it and then brought it in.
Yeah, in traffic, probably heard the footsteps, but had the concentration to focus and bring that one in. New quarterback in for the Plugs, sophomore Blake Stewart. He's 5'10", 175.
In other action tonight, Center Grove and Ben Davis face off, and as the fourth quarter gets started, Center Grove up big, 56-28. He's got nobody over there. Good to throw that away. That'll bring up second and 10 for the Spark Plugs.
Yeah, out of the pocket there. Ball got to the line of scrimmage, so no intentional grounding.
Second and 10 for the Spark Plugs, 43-yard line.
Rivalry game up north tonight. Fishers, Hamilton Southeastern. About 10 minutes remaining in the fourth. Fishers on top and in control, 28-10.
And just in via Twitter, Tigers win 24-14 over Monrovia. That's Triton Central 24-14 over the Monrovia Bulldogs. So Triton Central will remain perfect on the season.
Good
But
job
a
for the
good game
Tigers.
there.
With the clock running, that'll bring us to the end of the third. If we were at home, we'd be jumping around to House of Pain right now, Coach. But no, we're not. We're on the road at Speedway, and we'll be right back after this commercial. Back to start the fourth quarter. Nothing going for the spark plugs on that run.
Mamadou Diallo on the carry. Brought down by number 11, Jet Lawson. Gain of 2 on the play.
Sounds like Jet Lawson on the tackle. I've heard his name a lot tonight, Coach. He's had a pretty good, solid defensive game.
Yeah, absolutely. His athleticism has made a big impact up front. Long, lanky, nice pursuit to the ball.
Occasionally, you'll see the Bruins use him in a tight end situation on offense from time to time as well. It's going to be Stewart still for the spark plugs. Drop back to pass. Nice little dump off there to 10. That's Sox. It'll be good for spark plugs first down. Also on the north side, North Central looks like they're going to lose to Lawrence North. Currently down at the end of the third quarter, 49-14. Hopefully some of you were able to tune into the Tri-West Sports Network this week as we were able to broadcast a soccer game. And did we catch a volleyball game this week?
We did not get volleyball. We're going to get them. Oh, yeah, we did. We carried the Carmel game. That's right. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like we also have a score in from Westfield. That's going to be 41-7 over the Millers of Noblesville.
Well, I don't know who that was that made a stick for the Bruins, but really nice tackle there.
Brady Voles on the tackle. Thanks, Mike Walden.
Loss of 3 on the play.
That's Midget on the ball carrier. You haven't seen him as a ball carrier yet tonight.
2nd and 13 for the spark plug, 49-yard line.
Connor Smith bringing in the rivalry game here. Cathedral and Chatard, 23-20. That's final for the Irish. Incomplete pass, nicely defended by number 54. That's the junior, Abe Haste.
Well, it's going to be an interesting week for the Bruins as they're presumably going to move to 3-1 here in the next 9 minutes. You got your big, now non-conference rival, but still big rival. From what I understand, potentially for the last time in the foreseeable future. I know with scheduling and new conferences and everything, you know, you might say how does that go off the schedule, but it's just the logistics of it. Interception
Certainly not
here.
a guarantee, but I know athletic director Scott Knapp has expressed interest in making We're back here from Ralph E. Johnson Stadium. 7 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Sophomore quarterback Cody Morgan back to receive the snap. He'll find senior Cooper Zimmerman, number 4.
Morgan's pass complete to number 4.
That'll bring him in the red zone. Call it the
Brought down by
14-yard line.
Dawson Ott.
Nice pitch and catch there. Cooper's got some athleticism to him.
Yeah, you can definitely see some speed after the catch on that. Good ball from Morgan.
Both those guys played golf for me last year.
Fantastic.
Great guys.
Well, sophomore connection there. You got Morgan to Bundy. He'll be a favorite target for years to come. Coach, I think we ought to try and get out to the golf matches this year and see if we can figure out how to broadcast one of these from a golf match.
Yeah, we could probably run something with a couple of cameras and maybe go live direct to our YouTube feed. Maybe follow a couple pairings.
That'd be fun. See if we could follow maybe one of your number 1, number 2, or something to that effect.
Yeah, we'd love that.
Wish Johnny Sandlin all the best as he makes his way to Brownsburg this year. He was one of your top golfers from this past season, a very impressive year.
Yeah, hated to see him go, but he'll do some good things over there for the Bulldogs. And we're going to return a pretty good amount of starters this year ourselves. So looking forward to another successful season.
Second and goal for the Bruins.
Should be a good spring between boys golf. You got the softball and baseball programs looking like they're going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, a lot of buzz around transfer Hensley from Danville.
Yeah, the sophomore class may be familiar with him. They saw him in Little League years for many years against Danville. Big, strong lefty on the mound. Looking forward to seeing him.
Playing on the carry.
And, of course, our track program, they've put out a couple of state individualists last year. And Kylie Regalado.
Brock DeBella, I believe, was number 3 or 2 in the 400.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
And currently, our girls' soccer and volleyball are both state ranked in the top 20.
Bruins athletics shining bright on all the courts and fields that we offer. Nice scramble there for Morgan on his pass.
Complete.
Looks like Cam Wilson.
Touchdown Bruins.
Cam Wilson on the reception. Good job, Cam.
That's got to
Hold
be
on
a
to
cool
that ball.
moment
He
for
got
Justin.
stuck after it was received in the end zone there.
Yeah.
That's right. Coach just mentioned Cam is the son of offensive coordinator Justin Wilson. The freshman Clayton back to kick. All things working. That'll be another extra point. Bruins take the lead, 62, make that 63-14. 4 minutes remain in the game. Will be back right after this commercial. Back here at Ralph E. Johnson
Mason
Stadium in
Mendenhall will
Speedway,
kick it off for
Indiana.
the Bruins.
We are into a running clock
Pitches the
situation
ball.
after the kickoff here. The Bruins are up 63-14 with 4 minutes remaining. Coach, what are the things we're looking to avoid in the final 4 minutes?
Injuries.
You called
Yeah,
it.
you just want to keep everybody healthy, execute, keep this clock running.
It is going to be the senior Mendenhall back again to kick. He's done a nice job this evening. Squib kick, and that's why they do it right there, Coach.
Hmm.
It's a tough ball to handle.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple of different types of kicks tonight from Mason. So I'm sure, again, Coach bringing him in this week is kind of wanting to see, hey, what's the squib look like? What's the short pooch kick look like? How deep can you put it? We know he can put it into the end zone for the touchback. So that gives you a wide variety. That's a big tool to have, a big weapon to have.
Absolutely. Allows you to be a little bit more creative with what you want to do on that kickoff, whether it be as far back as the touchback that you mentioned.
Hey, Cam. Vanderbilt. Can you tell me my hoodie?
Statistician Mike Walden's getting a little chilly up here this evening. Uh-oh. Quarterback keeper. That's a big run by the Spark Plugs, number 5. That's going to be Stewart on the run.
On the carry.
Stewart's got some wheels there, Coach.
Yeah, it was a nice little run. Broke through the line,
Quinlan.
beat contain, and good backside pursuit there from the Bruins to chase him down. As Connor Ross just flashed to me, 9 total TDs from the Bruin offense tonight. Nice.
1st and 10 for the Spark Plugs on the 17-yard line.
Wait till the receiver gets set there. Stewart. He's going to hand it off to Diallo. Nice run. Might be an injured Bruin on the play. That's 94, Jaden Rose, who made the tackle. He got up a little iffy.
Yeah, and again, that's something you don't want to see, especially from one of your leaders on the varsity line.
1st and goal for the Spark Plugs on the 2-yard line.
Looks like the Spark Plugs are going to score on a draw from Diallo,
Touchdown, Spark Plugs.
which will feature the light show for Speedway for the first time this season on the home field. Something you Bruin fans are familiar with back in Liston.
Yeah, good for the Plugs. Find that end zone again.
Yeah, that's going to be their 3rd score of the night, Coach. I think they had 2 total scores on the season.
Number 53, Gage Weissware.
That is some end zone.
Indeed.
Hopefully our Tennessee fans are enjoying the checkerboard style end zone.
Well, it's funny when you mention the upgrades to the athletic facilities at the field house over there. Again, I remember coaching a lot of basketball games inside Speedway High School in that teal, turquoise tile wall color with the brown and yellow.
We have 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. You have started to see a little bit of exit from the student section on the Tri-West side of the field. Maybe try and get out of here and get a little grub before they head home.
Yeah, and smart by them. Beat the traffic.
You mentioned it earlier. Let's just get out of here clean from here on out. 2 minutes to go. For those of you who've stuck with us on the broadcast this long, we really appreciate you. It's been a lot of fun coming out tonight, broadcasting our first away game. Thanks to the folks here at Speedway for being such great hosts.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach Knapp for facilitating that as well. Connor and Landon for their contributions. It's been a fun night.
Kicking out for Speedway number
As you
24, Joey
mentioned,
Havlin.
able to call volleyball, able to call girls and boys soccer this week.
Back
So
in
we're
for the
really trying to
Bruins.
highlight the great things that our young
Braxton
student
Reed.
athletes are doing. They're putting a lot of effort
Number
in, and
24,
we want to try to highlight the great things they're doing. Shout out to the girls team. Tomorrow they've got a big conference match at home in the morning at 10 a.m. It's senior day for them as well, as they'll be taking on Triton Central.
Gonna be a good match. It's gonna be an illegal procedure flag as the ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff. Another strong group to look forward to this spring is our women's tennis team. They do good work. I know Molly Dean is #1 singles for the girls tennis team, and she also volunteers and helps out the middle school tennis program. So the boys have learned a lot from Molly over this season as well from the middle school level, which is under the direction of Coach Jason Ross, father of Tri-West Sports Network member Connor Ross.
It takes a village.
It certainly does, Coach.
And that's been really exciting to see Coach Walkie come in and help establish that. I know Josh Gordon was instrumental in helping getting that thing off the ground as well. And
for the Bruins on the
it's victory
35-yard line.
formation here for the Bruins. Great stuff happening with Tri-West Athletics.
Looks like they will. Is that Sorgi on the victory formation?
I don't know if that was Cody or maybe even Landon Lowry. He's the backup JV quarterback.
Landon, brother of April.
That's right.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Audrey.
Audrey, yeah.
Former Indiana Gatorade softball player of the year, now an Oklahoma Sooner.
That's right.
Sorgi doing nothing for his yards running today by taking the knee. And that'll go final here from Speedway, Indiana. Your Bruins on top of the Spark Plug, 63-21 in a Hoosier Legends Conference battle. Coach, I think we saw what we needed to see tonight. A little bounce back after the past game against Triton Central, that is, as we look to prepare for a short week against the Danville Warriors.
Yeah, that'll be a big one for the boys. I'm sure they'll be up and hyped for that. That'll be a good battle out at Tri-West. We're looking forward to bringing that to you.
Thanks for tuning in tonight and sticking with us this long. Special thanks, as always, to our friends over at Police Performance Engineering. And we will see you the next time out here.